tutorial is going to cover while loops. Before we begin, make sure that you have Java and the Java JDK downloaded on your computer. You can run java-version in your terminal to check. Also, make sure that you have IntelliJ downloaded on your computer. It's suggested that you watch the previous tutorials in this same playlist. Some vocab. A loop variable is the variable that keeps track of the loop counter. Increment means to add to a variable, and decrement means to subtract from a variable. What is a while loop? A while loop is a control structure that lets you repeat a piece of code as long as the loop test remains true. This is different from a for loop in that the number of times it's run is not fixed before it starts. So here's an example. I have int I, so initialize the start. You check the loop test, is it true? If it is, you execute statement A, which in this case is system.out.println. You perform the update, which in this case is ++I. And if it's not true, you execute statement B, which is anything that comes after the while loop. And you'll notice this control structure is exactly the same one as the for loop. It has the initialization, a loop test, the statement that's inside the for loop, and an update. Common issues. Loops that never run because the loop test is false from the beginning. So here I is 0 and the test is I greater than 5. That's never going to be true, so the loop will never run. Loops that never run because there's a semicolon after the first line. So here's a semicolon after the first line, so the loop never runs because you're cutting it off at the head. Loops that run forever because the loop condition is always true. This happens if you forget to do the update in the while loop. It's a very common issue when people first start writing while loops, so look out for it. Breaking a while loop. Putting a break inside of a while loop, just like with a for loop, will force the loop to stop executing. This can be good if you're using your loop to find the first occurrence of something, or if some condition besides the loop test should cause your loop to stop. Returning inside of a while loop. Returning inside of a while loop will return from the method you're inside of as well, just like with a for loop. This means anything in your method after the loop won't happen if the return inside your loop gets executed. When to use a while loop. If you find yourself writing a piece of code where you're repeating an action and that action should be repeated as long as some test is true. Examples include continuing to play a game of rock, paper, scissors as long as player 1 is winning, continuing to play hangman until either the player loses or wins. Loop tracing. Loop tracing with while loops is very similar to loop tracing with for loops. So you keep track of I and the output. And first thing you do is initialize I to 0. So now I is 0. The next thing you do is that I is check the loop test. So I is less than 5, so we're going to print out an asterisk since 0 is less than 5. The next thing is to perform the update. So we increment I by 1, so now I is 1. Look at the loop test again. 1 is less than 5, so we're going to print out an asterisk. Do the update again, and this is going to increment I by 1, so now I is 2. We're going to look at the while loop again. So we're going to look at the while loop's test again, so 2 is less than 5. We're going to print out an asterisk. We're going to perform the update. So I gets incremented by 1, so now it's 3. Look at the loop test again. 3 is less than 5, so we print out an asterisk. Increment I again. So increment I by 1, now I is 4. Look at the loop test. 4 is less than 5, so we're going to print out an asterisk. And we're going to do the update one more time. Increment I by 1, so now I is 5. Look at the loop test. 5 is not less than 5, so we're going to stop executing the loop. And we've just printed out 5 asterisks, just like we did when we were tracing that for loop before. So now some exercises. How many times does this loop run? It runs 6 times, right? Just like the corresponding for loop would have run. So we initialize it, so we initialize I to 1, we look at this, and we say I is less than or equal to 6, and we plus I every time, so it's going to run for I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 times. And then when I becomes 7, it stops running, and there's no more asterisks printed. Loop exercise number 1. Write a method that prints a NASA-like countdown to a rocket ship launching. Make the starting number of the countdown a parameter to the method. So, let me get this split screen here. I'm going to say new package, and it's going to say, I'm going to call it while loops. And I'm going to say new Java class, while loop exercises. Double click to make the left pane go away. And as always, the first thing I'm going to do is put in public static void main. And now I'm going to create this public static void print countdown. I'm going to take in an int start number. So the first thing I want to do is say that int I is equal to 0. Actually, I'm going to say that int I is equal to start num, because I want to be counting down. I'm going to say while I is greater than or equal to 1, system.out.println I plus those 3 asterisks, or those 3 periods for an ellipse. And at the end, I'm going to system.out.println liftoff. I'm going to call print countdown here. It's going to have 3, because that's the start number of the example. So I'm going to say run. I'm going to say while loop exercises. Ooh, okay. So I got an infinite loop. Did you see what I did wrong? I forgot here to do minus I. Okay, so I have this problem here, and I see this red box. I'm going to click that to force my program to stop running. And now whenever I hit play, because I put that update in there, now it does what I want it to. It does 3, 2, 1, liftoff. See how easy it was to forget the update in my while loop? Make sure that you don't do that or you'll get infinite loops just like I did there. Exercise 2. Write a method that, given a base number and an answer as a whole number, returns the power that the base was raised to get that answer. So for example, given 2 and 8, you would return 3 since 2 to the third is 8. So I'm going to say public static void get power. I'm going to take in an int base and an int answer. So I'm going to say int power is equal to 0, right? Sorry, I need to be returning an int. Okay. So I have int power, which starts out as 0, and I want to go through and say while answer is greater than 1, I want to say that answer is equal to answer divided by base. And every time that happens, I want to plus power. Okay? And actually, just for logic's sake, I'm going to do the plus power above that. So now I want to do system.out.println get power with the base of 2 and 8 as the answer. And I'm going to go ahead and put a println between these two so that way they're separated. I'm going to say play. And I got 3, just like I expected. So exercise 3 is to write a method that, given a whole number, divides the number by 2 and prints even as long as the number is even and not 0. So I'm going to say public static void print evens. We're taking an int num. Okay, so I want to divide the number by 2 and print even as long as the number is even and not 0. So I'm going to say while number mod 2, num mod 2 is 0 and num is not equal to 0. So those are my two conditions, that it's even and not 0. I'm going to print out even and say that num divide equals 2. Because I'm going to be dividing by 2 every time. So let me go ahead and do a new line character between the two calls to my methods. And I'm going to do 6, 9, and 16 to show that it works for all 4. So I'm going to do print evens 6, and then a new line character so I can tell them apart. Print evens 9, and then a new one so I can tell them apart. And print evens 16. Then a new line for the next exercise is going to happen. So I'm going to do run. So I got 1 even, 4, 6. I got no evens for 9 because 9 is never even. It started off odd. And I got 4 evens for 16 since 16 is even for 16, 8, 4, and 2. And exercise number 4 is to print this hourglass shape using while loops. So public static void print hourglass. It's going to take in an int height. So now I'm going to say int I equals 0 while I is less than height. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my plus plus I here so I don't forget about it at the end. And I want to print out those 2 lines, right? I want to print out backspace 1, 2, 3, 4, forward space. And I want to print out forward space 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 backspaces. Now what I'm forgetting here is the line at the top and line at the bottom. I want to go ahead and do a separate public static void print hourglass top. I'm going to go ahead and do system.out.println plus 1, 2, 3, 4 plus. And so here, before the while loop, I'm going to call print hourglass top. And after, I'm going to call print hourglass top. Okay, cool. So now I want to call print hourglass with a height of 2. I'm going to run it. And I got my hourglass just like I expected. So it has 2, this is 1, This is 2. And that's it for the exercises. So the practice for later is to write a method that takes in a base 10 whole number and converts it to binary. The method should return the binary number as a string. So a reminder, to convert a number to binary, divide the original number by 2 repeatedly, along the way keeping track of the remainder of the division and prepending it to the binary number you build up along the way. You continue to divide by 2 until the answer is 0. So that's the method for converting from base 10 into binary. And that's it. I hope this was helpful.